Completing the free application for Federal Student Aid, or FAFSA form, is important to be able to receive federal student aid. We're here to help you understand the steps you'll take to complete and submit your FAFSA form. After providing your background and demographics information, you'll need to enter your financial information. The answers you provide in this section of the FAFSA form will help colleges, career schools, or trade schools to determine how much financial aid you may be eligible to receive. If you provided consent and approval in the earlier section of the FAFSA form, your federal tax information will be transferred automatically from the IRS into your form. You won't be able to see this federal tax information. Although your tax information will be transferred, you'll still need to provide additional financial information for this section of the form to be complete. You may be asked to select your tax filing status. If you filed a tax return in Puerto Rico or another U.S. territory, if you select yes, you'll see additional questions. Other information you'll need to enter in this section includes the amount of taxable college grants, scholarships, or AmeriCorps benefits you reported as income to the IRS on your tax return. You should not include any federal Pell Grants you may have received. You'll also be asked to provide the dollar amount of foreign earned income excluded from your tax return. You may also see additional questions related to information reported on your tax return. Next, you will provide the dollar amount of your assets through a series of questions. The first will ask for the current total amount of your cash, savings, and checking accounts. In this response, make sure that you do not include financial aid that you received, retirement accounts, or investments. The second question will ask you to provide the current net worth of your investments, including real estate. Then, you'll be asked for the current net worth of your businesses and income-producing farms, if you have any. If you're an independent student, you'll also be asked to provide the amount of child support received. Independent students will also see additional questions when completing this section of the FAFSA form. For example, you'll need to select any federal programs that you or a family member receive benefits from, indicate if your family size has changed since filing your taxes, and enter the number of people in your family who will be in college during the school year for which you're applying for aid. If you're the parent of a dependent student and participating as a contributor on their form, you will also see these questions when completing the FAFSA form. Once you finish providing your financial information, you'll continue to the next section of the FAFSA form and select the schools you want to send your FAFSA information to. We'll cover what you can expect in our next video. Select schools to include on your FAFSA form. If you have more questions about the FAFSA form and process, visit studentaid.gov.